Imagine this. You are sitting on a commercial flight. Everything feels normal. No shouting, no weapons, no panic. And then, a man quietly hands a note to a flight attendant. The note contains only one sentence: I have a bomb. A few hours later, that same man walks away with $200,000, opens the rear of the aircraft, and jumps into the night sky from 10,000 feet. No body is ever found. No parachute. Most of the money disappears. And even today, more than 50 years later, the world is still asking one question. Who was D.B. Cooper? November 24th, 1971. One day before Thanksgiving. Across the United States, millions of Americans are preparing to travel home for the holidays. Airports are crowded. Flights are packed. Security is relaxed. No one realizes that inside this chaos, one man is about to rewrite American criminal history. Witnesses later say nothing about him seemed suspicious. He didn't look like a gangster. He didn't look unstable. He didn't look dangerous. He looked ordinary. A black suit, a white shirt, a thin black tie, dark sunglasses, hair neatly combed back. No tattoos, no beard, no scars, no visible weapons, just a perfectly normal American man, based on multiple eyewitness accounts. Age, 40 to 45 years old. Height, around 5 feet 10 inches. Build, average voice, calm, confident, educated. He never raised his voice. He never appeared nervous. It felt as if he already knew exactly how this story would end. Minutes before boarding, the man approaches the ticket counter. No rush, no fear, no suspicious behavior. He buys a one-way ticket. The name written on the ticket, Dan Cooper. No identification is requested. No questions are asked. He pays in cash. Because in 1971, America, there were no X-ray machines, no ID verification, no baggage screening. Anyone with cash could fly under any name. Thanksgiving Eve meant police were relaxed, airport staff was overworked, passengers were distracted. It was the perfect day for a crime. Portland International Airport, Oregon. Approximately 2:30 p.m. Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. Destination, Seattle, Washington. A short flight. Only 30 to 35 minutes. Weather is slightly cloudy, but there is no danger. Passengers talk quietly. Some read newspapers. Some look out the windows. For the crew, this is routine. And quietly, Dan Cooper takes his seat. About 20 minutes into the flight, Cooper presses the call button. The flight attendant approaches, assuming he wants a drink. He orders bourbon and soda. He drinks calmly, then he hands her a small note. She doesn't read it immediately. She slips it into her pocket. She assumes it might be a phone number or a flirtatious message. That's when Cooper leans forward and speaks softly. "Miss, you should read that note." She opens the note. It reads, "I have a bomb." Cooper opens his briefcase. Inside are red wires, cylindrical objects. A battery time seems to stop. No screaming, no panic. Everything happens quietly. At that moment, Flight 305 is hijacked. The flight attendant informs the cockpit. "We have a hijacker. He claims he has a bomb." The captain understands immediately. This is not a joke. This is real. Most hijackings involve chaos, shouting, weapons, fear. But D.B. Cooper is different. He speaks slowly, politely, like he is negotiating a business deal. His first demand, "I want $200,000 in cash." No negotiation, no emotion. Experts later believed this amount was carefully calculated, large enough to matter, small enough to arrange quickly. His second demand, 4 parachutes. This is the smartest part of the entire crime. If he asked for 1 parachute, authorities could sabotage it. But 4 meant he might force hostages to jump with him. Authorities could not take that risk. His remaining demands, fuel truck ready in Seattle aircraft kept dark. No sudden movements, no marked bills. These weren't emotional demands, they were instructions. He understood law enforcement, he understood tracing, he was planning for the future. In 1971, passenger safety came first. Media pressure was intense. The decision is made. All demands will be met. The plane turns towards Seattle. Cooper sits calmly, drinking, smoking cigarettes, as if nothing could go wrong. Flight 305 lands in Seattle. Outside the aircraft, FBI agents, airport police, hidden snipers. Inside, lights dim, passengers seated. Cooper completely calm. One man is controlling an entire airport. An airport staff member slowly approaches. In his hands, $200,000 for parachutes. Cooper watches carefully. No rush. He counts the money himself. He inspects every parachute. He trusts no one. Only then does he speak. Let the passengers go. No bargaining. Passengers exit the aircraft, many unaware how close they came to death. Now on board, Captain Co-Pilot Flight Engineer 1 Flight Attendant D.B. Cooper. Cooper sends a message to the cockpit. We take off again. But this time, it is not a flight. It is an escape. He gives precise instructions. Route: Seattle to Mexico City. Altitude: 10,000 feet. Speed: slow landing gear, down cabin, unpressurized. The crew realizes this man understands aircraft. When told the plane needs refueling, Cooper calmly says, "Stop in Reno." No argument, just agreement. Lights are dimmed. The flight attendant is sent to the cockpit. Cooper is now completely alone. He removes his tie, secures the money bag to his body, checks the parachute. No panic, just preparation. The Boeing 727 has a unique feature. A rear staircase that can be opened mid-flight. Cooper disengages the lock. A warning light appears in the cockpit. Outside, total darkness, heavy rain. Winds over 200 kilometers per hour, dense forests below. For a normal person, this would be suicide. But Cooper is not normal. At approximately 8:13 p.m., somewhere over Washington State, D.B. Cooper jumps. No scream, no final words. The aircraft shakes slightly, then silence. The captain finally says he's gone. The FBI launches the largest search operation in its history. Forests, rivers, mountains, Army helicopters, FBI agents, local police. Weeks pass. Nothing is found. No body, no parachute, no money. 9 years later, an 8-year-old boy playing near the Columbia River finds something buried in the sand. Cash. 3 bundles of $20 bills. Total, $5,800. Serial numbers match. It is Cooper's money. The first and last physical proof that he ever existed. How did the money reach the river? Did Cooper throw it away? Did he die nearby? If he survived, where did he go? Still, no body, no parachute. Thousands of suspects were investigated, none proven. In 2016, the FBI officially suspended the case. Not solved. Suspended. D.B. Cooper didn't just hijack a plane. He hijacked American history. He walked onto a flight as a nobody and disappeared as a legend. Some crimes end in prison, Some end in death, but some never end at all.